What is up to all my Baggins Dragons out there, and this video is about teaching kids to save money! Alright, welcome everyone to another video, and this one I'm very excited to talk about because this video is all about how to teach your children about silver stacking. So the first thing I want to say, as always, is I'm not a financial expert, and this is just me giving you my opinion. So this isn't investment advice. I just do stacking for fun. As you can see, I've got a lot of cool coins laid out on the table here, some rounds as well. I'll mention like this one here. This is just a round. It's the Libertad from Mexico. But anyway, I wanted to do a video to talk about how to talk to your children about stacking and kind of how to teach the next generation, if you will, about precious metals and kind of, you know, what they are, what they mean, and stuff like that. And so that's what this video is all going to be about. And I'm sure you guys probably noticed it was my 1 month old at the start of the video. I thought that'd be a fun little thing to add. But so first off, let's talk about young children, right? So 1, 2-year-olds. How do we expose them to silver stacking, you know, and how do we kind of teach them about money and that sort of stuff? Well, one good way to do it, which is what I've done with my kids, is buy these Disney coins. They don't have to be Disney. They could be a coin just that the kid is familiar with. Let's say maybe your kids are really into Star Wars. I've got some other Star Wars coins out here, you know, or maybe they're into Marvel, right? There's also the Marvel coins you could be purchasing, which those are really cool. I don't have any of those yet, but that's a really good way to kind of expose young children to silver and silver stacking. Let's see, here's this. Yeah, I'll show you guys. This is my favorite of the Darth Vader ones, so I'll show you this one here. But when I showed my 1-year-old the Star Wars and Disney ones, he thought they were awesome, right? And he was really interested in it. And so I just kind of explained to him, yeah, this is silver, and these are really cool designs. You know, he just says, Darth Vader, you know, like, yeah, it's Darth Vader, isn't it cool? And so they're a good way to pique young children's interest in silver stacking. So that's what I've done. I also have a 3-year-old, and I'll show you this Mickey coin. He loves the Mickey coin. This is probably his favorite one in my whole stack. This is the Steamboat Mickey. I think it's 2017. Yeah, this is a pretty cool one. But this Mickey Mouse appears at the start of a lot of Disney movies, so he's very familiar with the Steamboat Mickey, and he just loves this coin. And so that, like I said, that's just a great way to kind of show your kids what silver is in a way that they would be able to understand. It gives them something to relate to, because little kids don't really know, they don't really understand the concept of money, right? So this is just kind of a way to expose them to silver, and you can sort of talk about money and silver stacking and stuff with them. So that's a great way to talk to little kids. Now, what about older kids, right? Maybe we'll talk about early grade school, that kind of age group. So for them, they're learning about money and all that, right? In kindergarten, you start to learn math and numbers and stuff. And so I would say what I'm going to do with my kids when they get to that age is I'm actually going to take them in to the coin shop, and we're going to buy some American Silver Eagles. And I'll show them that, hey, I give the clerk money and they give me this silver in return, just like when you go to the grocery store, right? And then we'll take it home and we'll maybe wait a week or a couple weeks, and then we'll go back to the coin shop and we will sell this silver back to them. And I know I'm gonna take a hit. You know, I'm probably gonna pay $3 or so over spot for the Eagle, and then, you know, spot price will maybe go up or down. And when we go back in, it'll be, you know, they'll buy it back at spot or whatever they pay. And but that's okay. We're teaching the kids about silver and the value it has and how it's able to hold value, unlike other things, right? You go out to the grocery store and you buy, let's say you buy a box of Cheerios, right? Well, you can't go back to the store and sell that back. I mean, maybe you can go return it, but they're not, you can't sell it back to them. Well, obviously after you've eaten the Cheerios, but it just doesn't hold the money the same way silver does. So especially like produce and stuff, a lot of times they won't even take that back. If you got a really cool grocery store, then they probably would. But so I think that's a really good way to teach kids about money and silver that are kind of grade school, kindergarten, that sort of age. So you can actually show them that, yeah, we give them money, they give us the silver, and then we will bring the silver back, and they will give us money back for it. And then we can take that money and we can go buy other stuff with it, Maybe you could take them out to ice cream and show them, hey, that Silver Eagle that we had was able to get you ice cream, right? And that's great for kids. They love treats. So that's a really good way to kind of teach, I would say, grade school age kids about silver and money and silver stacking in general. So I just wanted to bring up a couple points like that. If we're talking older kids, right, like high school, middle school, that sort of age, I think a really good way to teach them about silver stacking would be actually to buy them silver for their own stack, right? And you definitely can do that with your younger children as well. I know a lot of people will buy silver for their kids. I gave my 1 month old an American Silver Eagle when he was born. I'm gonna give the other kids American Silver Eagles on their birthday and Christmas and stuff like that to kind of build their stack. But definitely I would say for high school age kids, that you could actually buy them silver and have them start their own stacks and you could buy them whatever kind of silver you want. I mean, obviously there's numismatic, semi-numismatic, bullion coins. This is a BU, the Canadian Maple Leaf. I really like this one. But I think that's, actually getting them involved, and maybe they could even do chores around the house, and instead of paying them in cash, you pay them in silver, which is a really good idea too, because they can't just go spend it, right? Your kid's not gonna be able to go and spend this on a video game. He actually is kind of forced to save it. So it's almost like a forced savings, right? So that's something I wish my family would have done, but be that as it may, I think that would be a really great way to teach high school or middle school age kids about silver and silver stacking. And I think that brings up an even bigger lesson, which is just saving money, right? Saving money is extremely important. You got to have some money in the bank for emergencies, and if you're a prepper, you're worried about the economy doing really bad, so you got to have some money stored in other ways. But I think just talking about silver and silver stacking with kids is really important, and so that's why I thought I'd do a video on it. I really appreciate every single one of you. Thank you all so much for watching. If you're new to my channel, definitely consider subscribing, because I got a lot of cool content coming out. And so thank you all again. Don't forget to drop a like in the video, and drop a comment too. Do you guys have kids? Have you talked to them about money and silver stacking? And if so, how have you kind of integrated it with them? So I'd love to know. But thank you all again. We'll see you in the next video.
Silver Baggins out.